The PAL mentoring program has been a school-based one-on-one match program for over 20 years in Rogers County. And so today I'm going to speak about group mentoring and partnering with existing groups in order to facilitate that group mentoring, and just some of the expansion that our program has undergone over the last year or so. So like I said, the program has existed for over 20 years. We have a lot of history in Rogers County, and historically, it's been the one-on-one match setting in the school system. So volunteers from the community are recruited and trained and background checked and referenced to pair with youth that are referred by the school system. And then it was October of 2020, our organization and our program received a grant from OJJDP that allowed us to really expand and kind of specify our mentoring services in the community. So we went from serving one-on-one specifically to facilitating group mentoring opportunities in the community to serve youth at risk of substance misuse. So previously, youth were referred to our program for a variety of reasons, and that part of our program still takes place. But then we were able to really kind of hone in and specify our training for our mentors to serve youth in that specific population. And so what we did, just as we set out on that venture to expand our programming and also to serve these kiddos, is we partnered with existing groups where we knew we could find those kids in order to serve them in a group mentoring setting. So for example, we are partnered with 2 different recovery focused groups out of 2 different churches in Claremore. So think about like Celebrate Recovery. And while the parents are in their programming in the evening, the youth are with our staff members and our volunteers and receiving programming. And so it's really mutually beneficial for our program because that's who we're setting out to serve. And then also for the recovery focused programming for a lot of reasons. So in a setting like that, the parent really needs to be able to focus on why they are there to receive services on their end, to participate in community, to prioritize their sobriety. And they really need to be able to say what they need to say without a kid in earshot. And so we are able to keep the kids, serve the kids, and give them some evidence-based programming while the parents are in their time of Celebrate Recovery and CR. And so really our approach was there's no need to reinvent the wheel. We don't need to create another group where parents can come and bring their kids and we can have this group mentoring. We went to where they were at and it serves them. So then the churches that are a lot of times, you know, their staff is already stretched really thin and wearing a bunch of hats. They don't have to worry about childcare and they don't have to worry about figuring out a program for the kids that evening because our volunteers come in and do that. Really just in summary, I think the biggest focus or takeaway for us as a program is go where they are at, you know, versus creating an after school program or creating an evening group that they can come to. Is what are existing groups in your community where you can go and partner and serve them, because then there will be more buy-in on their end for your mentoring program. And they don't, you know, there's no extra stress or responsibility on their end. It's like they're going to be there anyway. We might as well go and serve them where they're at.